All right, so you're thinking about retirement, right? You want your savings to grow, and you don't want to take on too much risk.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
So today we're diving deep into one specific financial tool that might be able to help. The Fidelity and Guaranty Life AccumulatorPlus Fixed Indexed Annuity.
Right, and you've shared some information from Diversified Insurance Brokers on this particular annuity. So let's
Yeah.
break it down, see what the key features are, and if it even makes sense for, your overall retirement strategy.
Perfect. Okay, so at its core, what is this Accumulator Plus annuity even trying to do?
So basically, it's trying to find that sweet spot,
Okay.
like between growth potential, but also
Yeah.
having some protection for market downturns.
Right.
The highlights, I think, are that potential for market-linked growth. You get a guarantee that your initial investment isn't going to decrease from market losses.
Okay.
And you've got that tax-deferred growth.
So when we say market-linked growth, how does that actually work in practice?
Well, think of it this way. It's a single premium annuity, and there are options for either a 7 or 10-year period.
Okay.
And the way it works is your returns are linked to a few different indices that you've probably heard of,
Right.
like the S&P 500, the Barclays Trailblazer Sectors 5 Index,
Uh-huh.
the Morgan Stanley U.S. Equity Allocator Index,
Okay.
and the GS Global Factor Index.
So it's not like I'm buying those directly.
No, not directly.
Yeah.
Your potential gains are tied to the performance of these indices through what are called participation rates and caps.
Participation rates and caps.
Yeah, so the participation rate is like a percentage of the index gain that you would receive, and a cap is like a limit on the maximum return you can earn.
I see.
So you can get growth, but there's like a ceiling.
Okay.
And it's important to note that any gains that you do make are locked in.
Okay.
You also have the option to go with other index strategies. Some of them may have fees associated,
Yeah.
but they could offer different growth possibilities.
So you can participate in the market growth, but you're kind of shielded from losses? Tell me more about that principal protection.
So that's a big deal, especially for retirement planning, because no matter what those indices do, your initial investment won't go down.
Okay.
It's protected from market downturns, which is a huge peace of mind when you're getting closer to or already in retirement.
Yeah, absolutely. And tax-deferred growth keeps coming up. Why is that so beneficial?
Well, it's all about the long game. When your earnings are tax deferred, it means you're not paying taxes on them every year.
Right.
So that money can stay invested and potentially compound faster.
Okay.
It's like reinvesting the money you would have paid in taxes year after year, and that can add up to significant gains over the long term compared to having a taxable account.
That compounding can really make a difference. Now, what if someone needs to access that money early?
That's a good question. You do have some options. Usually, starting in the second year, you can withdraw up to 10% of your account value each year without any penalty.
Okay.
And then there are what are called access waivers.
Access waivers.
Yeah, for specific situations, like if you need to go into a nursing home, long-term care, if you get diagnosed with a terminal illness,
Got it.
or if you need home health care.
Okay.
That can vary depending on the state you're in.
Yeah, makes sense. And of course, you always have the option to take those required minimum distributions from your qualified retirement accounts.
Right, those are always penalty-free.
And are there any estate planning benefits with this annuity?
Yeah, there's a death benefit that's part of the annuity.
Okay.
What that means is that if something happens to you, the full value of the account is paid out directly to your beneficiaries.
Got it.
And the nice thing is it typically avoids probate,
Yeah.
which can be a real hassle.
Yeah.
So it makes it easier for your loved ones to receive that money.
You know, we always like to know who we're dealing with. So tell us about Fidelity and Guaranty Life.
Well, they've been around for a while. They were founded back in 1959.
Okay.
They're actually part of a larger company called Fidelity National Financial. And they have a lot of experience in the annuity market. They have over 1 million policyholders across the country.
So how should someone listening think about this annuity in their overall retirement plan?
That's a great question. I think the key here is that balance between security and growth.
Right.
With this Accumulator Plus annuity, you've got the chance to participate in potential market gains.
Yeah.
But you also have that safety net.
Okay.
Your principal is protected. The tax deferral helps your money grow over time, and there are benefits for your family down the line.
Makes sense. So the key takeaways here are you have the potential for growth linked to market indices.
Right.
But your initial investment is protected.
Exactly.
You've got tax advantages as your money's growing. And there are benefits for your beneficiaries when you're gone.
Absolutely.
So here's something for you to think about. Given your financial goals and your risk tolerance, How might this annuity, with its combination of growth potential and guaranteed protection,
Yeah,
fit into your overall retirement savings strategy?
that's the big question.
It's something worth exploring. So, thanks for diving deep with us,
Absolutely.
and we'll see you next time.